Hello and welcome to this video where I am going to show you how I recreated this Miraculous Ladybug poster in Canva. First we need to get our assets for the poster. I'm going to try and make a replica of this group poster. If you know how to save the images, you can skip ahead to the time on the screen. One way to save images to your device is to visit the website, then right click on the image and select Save As. You will then get a box where you can name the image and the location it will be saved in. Hit save. So we need to find images of all the characters. Pegasus is on the end, so let's start with him. I'm using PNG in my search term because that will give me images without a background. You can tell a PNG image by the little squares on the background. This time I'm not going to the website, I'm just going to save the image from the Google search. So I continue this process for the rest of the characters. I can't find the same image for a few of the characters as what's in the poster, so I'm just selecting another PNG image. You want to make sure the image is large so it doesn't look blurry when close up. A few of the Vesperia images are too small for my needs, so I'm going with this one. To save the files into Google Drive, you can select them from the desktop and drag and drop them into your Google Drive. If you don't need to see how to set up Canva, you can skip ahead to the time on the screen. So if you're new to Canva, I will show you how to set up an account and a brief look at some of its features. So let's create a Canva account. I'm just going to make a free account with my Bug and Cat Team Gmail, and I'm using Canva for personal use. And I'm not going to use the Pro for this account. Free accounts do not have all the features like background removal, but for this project we can do it with just the free account. So if you have never seen Canva before, it is an awesome design tool. It has endless templates for things like videos and Instagram posts, but today we just need a landscape poster. There are quite a few templates, but I'm just going to use a blank one. So before I move on to our poster, I'll just show briefly what Canva can offer. You can skip to the time on the screen if you just want to see me making the poster. Canva has so much to offer. If we search Ladybug, we can see all the items they have on Ladybugs. Some items are only available on the Pro plan, but there are still heaps on the free. The items are divided up into graphics, photos, videos, and audio. There appears to be no audio for Ladybug, so let's try cats instead. So we can add items to our canvas and resize them, and some items you can even change the color of. There are also heaps of preset formatted text and heaps of fonts, but this video will end up really long if we go into all of that. If you're interested in getting a Canva account, I will leave my affiliate link in the description. To get my files into Canva, I can either upload from my drive or import from the computer. You can also drag and drop from the desktop into Canva. So I added the poster to the Canva for reference. It's slightly smaller than the A3 size of the paper, so I would just extend the background. So I'm starting off with the basic shape, and I'm going with the triangle thing. I can click on the color box in the menu to bring up my color options, and then when I click on the eyedropper, I can steal the color from the original poster. I now need to resize the triangle to make my required shape, and I'm just going to do this for all the background colors. I can change the transparency of the layer to be able to see behind it and place the colors in the right spot. Now I have the basic backgrounds in place, I can fine tune it as I add in the characters. But first, we need to add neon lines. So I searched the element tab for neon lines to see what is similar to the posters, and a lot of the lines you need the Pro account for. So I'm just going to use this free rectangle and crop out free size. So now I just copy and paste my line over and over to form the dividing lines. I have a few areas to fix. Now I'm ready to add the characters. So I add Pegasus and crop him into position. So I just follow the same process, adding all the other characters, moving elements back and forth to get the same look as the original poster. Then I right click on the neon lines to bring them back to the front of the picture. With Canva, you have the ability to exchange the order of the layers. When I get to Bunnocks, I discover her image is too blurry for the poster, so I swap her out with a different image. Continuing on, I add Ruku, and she is facing the wrong way, so let's just flip her. After adding in the remainder of the characters, I noticed both King Monkey and Catface are not enough high quality for me. So I swapped them out, and I ended up using a different Catface image, so I had to do the whole process of positioning the layers again. I then zoom in to see if the neon lines are in the right position, and then add the logo on top. Now it's time to download my poster for printing. So I select the PDF option so nothing moves when opened in a different program. And here is my version of the Miraculous poster. So my thoughts on this project, it was made a lot harder by the shapes being triangles rather than like rectangles. This meant that to get the image to stay within its section, that I needed to continually copy and crop the image to stay within the lines. So just keep that in mind if you attempt this project. If you'd like to have a go at creating this project yourself, I will leave a link in the description for the files I used and the poster. Now just a reminder that ZAG owns the rights to these characters, so you can't use the images for commercial use or sell products with these images without them being licensed. So let me know your thoughts on my version of the poster. And is there another Miraculous poster that you would like me to recreate? Bug and Cat team out!